Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, animating, spectacular, wondrous Propagandacaster. I'm your host and preordained, the one, the only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland. Off you to a 1v1 on the recently added map Ploeisti Outskirts. In the north, it is Nerbo. On the west, fighting for Deutschland, the Oberkommando West. Taking on the road here with the second SS Panzerdivision das Reich. Here with Feuersturm featuring the Flammheads, MP40s, incendiary munitions, the Opel Blitz, and rocket barrages with double infantry Sturmpanier bolts from the south. It is Zappa, fighting for America, freedom, and democracy, rolling out here with the first armor division with Urban Assault doctrine chosen, featuring Urban Assault equipment, Sherman Assault kits, Rangers, cover to cover, and Sherman Calliopes with triple infantry, both on a more aggressive footing doctrinally. We got double riflemen as double Volksgrenadiers, and as always, a big hearty thanks to my patrons and supporters, these champions, these heroes who keep me in the business. Without them, I would certainly not be able to keep doing this. A big thanks to all of them. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon. Go to your donate, links in the description, and I'll let you know, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button, yada yada yada. Point there being seized. In the south here, we got Ralph coming up here for Zappa. Grab the southern point here. Stalwart stuff here. Ralph going forward to their M1 Garands clenched tightly in their hands, ready to unleash a deluge of bullets against any Germans. Sturmpanier back clash Ralph squad here. First shots fired around 1 minute and 20-second mark. Sturmpaniers, I think, good positions as they cover the riflemen or not. They're also, well, relatively within the effective range. Sturmpaniers could try to get a bit closer, but still they think they're sort of in a relatively good spot. Up north, he puts the rifle squad. Rifle squad closing in quickly, which should give the rifle squad the win there. Though, second rifle squad moving in here is activated notice for Zappa there. Overall, so far, Nerbo is winning several of the early engagements versus Zappa, which is pretty good for Nerbo, and definitely could be a problem here for Zappa, and particularly since he's not like getting them done very efficient. Like he lost 3 rifle squads, but killed only 1 Sturmpanier, and here what he got some full, he's also lost, you know, some number of riflemen, so he's not quite getting heavy engagements either there. More footsteps away from Nerbo. We got the third rifle on the way there for Zappa. Grab the field point. Instead of being seized here by Nerbo's infantry. Squad left shoot. Well, could grab around some points in the rear lines, but I probably should just retreat. Reason's got the northern fuel. Very good there. Just reinforcing. Almost got the southern fuel. Third full squad out there for Nerbo. For Deutschland. Another 6 shots out here. Caught laying down sandbags, rushing forwards there. Probably should be rushing forwards since where the rifle police are closing in to use their effective range against the hook, because obviously there's no real good situation. It's just caught in a bad place no matter what. My God! What is happening to those Americans? They're tumbling about in death. This is American Jürgen. I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. It'll be the end of all of us. Ralph squad charging at the Volksgrenadiers, getting some damage from this time. Zappa's had enough. He's just gonna, like, you know, form up a large platoon-sized formation and just launch an attack that Nerbo hope to catch units off guard, which so far is working out fairly well. He's gonna need to, like, launch a counter-attack either with a large number of Volksgrenadiers, or it's gonna need to bring in a machine gun fairly fast. We got a truck moving about here for Nerbo. Typically we see battle group of the C Feuersturm with a Blitz. That means mechanized regiments, and so I'll just use the other Blitz as the battle group headquarters. So I'd expect that here from Nerbo. I'd be so surprised I went for the battle of headquarters with this doctrine. I would be very surprised. But right now with this, Zappa's been able to get back a lot of the map here from Nerbo. Nerbo needs to defend this car frontier, otherwise that's going to really be a problem there. So then Zappa can, you know, slowly rest to threaten spiral the map, or, you know, resource out of control here. Sturmpanier's got to push back the rifle squad here. 4 kills so far on them. Veterans 1. More rifling, but this time we got infantry being built together to counteract and stop Zappa's further advance. Very good there. Truck remaining silent there. Needs the fuel here, and there we go. Got the fuel kit set up the mechanized regiment now. Got the cut-off point back. Mechanized regiment up there for Nerbo. North of Reason's grabbing points back here in Zappa's base. We got the lieutenant. Standard build order, standard stuff. No big surprises. Follows there, perhaps spreading out a bit too fast, too thinly here. Gonna get attacked again. North we got full going to Reason. They're taking a bit losses. The carbines cut Jürgen to bits. 5th car flying up here for Zappa. Got rifle squad really needs support here. We got the second full squad moving up there. Sturmpaniers back for reinforcement. Probably going to lay down some medical supplies. Can soon begin equipping this man with MP4s, but of course that is what he does. But certainly lots of closer quarters here. Could be effective here with MP40s for Nerbo. Mechanized regiment almost done. Also not far away from the Opel Blitz. North he got too close and actually caught with the flag emplacement. Might have been a misclick there by Zappa. Or maybe he's just not used to the map since he just got at it. That's also possible. Can go for the Opel Blitz and now he wants to. And course, the question if he wants to do that right now. We are seeing MP4s being handed out there. The Maschinen, Pistolen 40. 50 coming up forwards there for Zappa. Big push here again. A large formation of infantry. Overwhelms enemy isolated troops. And we do get the Evil Blitz out there from Nerbo. Forwards they're getting ready. Both waiting for the MP40s. Sturmpioniere moving eastwards to hit for the enemy fuel point. Very good. There we can see their Zappa's doing the same as Lieutenant as well. No sign yet where he's steward here from him. Could certainly put some problems with the Evil Blitz. Well, he's actually using it slightly more actively there, I guess. I mean, it's just at the edge of the base. I suppose it's not that active, but, you know, it's typically further than most players will remove the Orbital Blitz. I mean, theoretically, could stuff the Volksgunners with MP40s into it and then, say, rush the 50 cal or something with it. Could be possible tactic to consider. Oh, my. Is he actually going to do that? Yes! Yes! We got an Orbital Blitz assault! Achtung! 2 thumbs up there to Nerbo. My God, what are those Germans doing? They're driving a truck. Oh, there's guys in it with guns. That makes a lot more sense. So yeah, quick infantry assault here, backed up by the Blitz. Completely riding here. Zappa's for the infantry escorts as his son is caught on the receiving end of a motorized infantry assault. And certainly, fun fact, most Panzergrenadiers would have ridden in trucks like the Blitz as part of their elements. Few would actually have access to an armoured half-track. Fun fact. Burst of War Dawn, bicycles were more common, and obviously animating bicycles would be a real pain in the ass of Relic. And setting all that up. Plus, you know, the little bicycle bells. You'd probably have people screaming about realism about that. That's not the quite right kind of bicycle bell for 1944 in Western France, Relic. I'm gonna mod it myself. And it's ground the point there, ground less than fuel point, victory point there. Nerbo really hit hard here at Zappa though. But that gun machine I do feel like is hurting Nerbo a bit here. But again, I do like the attempt to hit some infantry assault. Oh boy. Strains to the 50 cal. No, no, gets past it, gets past it. Oh dear, this could get ugly there. For Zappa. There we go, for the treaties again. We see an storm of infantry assault men. Edgy's charging it. Bradskor pushed back. At close quarter range, the Pulsars absolutely beat them with the Orbital Blitz. They can get close enough, and they can also reinforce. Plus, the Orbital Blitz actually means they have no, well, less reload time between, you know, bursts. They can just keep up the rate of fire more effectively. Orbital Blitz is almost done. Lieutenant's almost getting down as well. There, can he finish it off there? Orbital Blitz. Oh, he gets Lieutenant. A slaughter of Yankees. The Orbital Blitz assault pulled off there. 2 thumbs up to Nerbo. My lord. The only other player I've ever seen done this is me. Fifth cal posting problem to get a bit closer to the base, and saying one thing to keep in mind about this map is it's a fairly, you know, flat map. Like there's not a lot of, you know, distance between base and sites. As a retreat in some ways is not as dangerous here. So I like again the Orbital Blitz attack. That was great stuff there. He did suffer some losses obviously, but again, not such a huge loss in the end because he could just immediately reinforce. Just looking to launch a flank. Looks like it. Looks like it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Fifth cal could get outmaneuvered here. There you go. Pops into the old storage building there. Forcing another retreat. Oh boy. Or Blitz being fixed up. He could go for a Puma soon. But well, he's got the Kenras. I guess he may not need it. Zappa, interesting enough, has yet to push for a steward. In fact, he's just going for more 50 cals. More than fuel being hit again by the Volksgunners. All 3 squads have been equipped with MP40s. And we got Nervo and MD34. Ground descent again. Another attempt at sandbag in the point. Grab the southern point here as well. He's spreading himself out a bit thin. Of course, the Orbital Blitz can slightly help this. I think he still needs to be a bit mindful of spreading out too thinly, since otherwise Zappa's just going to bunch up and overwhelm. Smoke grenade there. Thumbs up to Nervo. 1, that is. Excellent. They gave 2 there. And then to go 1. Still good use. I mean, he's actually making fairly good use of his abilities and whatnot. And he's definitely making more interesting use of Feuersturm than I've seen in quite some time. Still good disruptive play there by Nerbo. Got the units out there for Zappa. Folks have been suppressed with the 5th cal. Clearly, Jürgen there stuck his fat head out of the cover. Or Blitz looks like it is no longer on assault duties. A shame, a shame. I can understand not wanting to do it for too long, but you know, I feel like, you know, one more go might have paid off there for Nerbo. One more go. Troops are in trouble because Germans could put, I think, further pressure there. Popping out there for another door. How many doors does that have? 3 doors, and then that. Yeah, there was a door there as well, it's just been blocked off, I don't know. Anyways, jump up behind the 5th cal, and forcing a retreat there as well. We got their weapon action there for Zappa, for freedom and democracy. And oh, no, it's not yet over. The age of the Urban Blitz assault is still there. Zappa once more just hits retreat. He's not even going to wait to see what pops out of the Urban Blitz this time around. He's headed with these goddamn Krauts and their goddamn trucks. I mean, what is this place, an autobahn? Hey, Sarge, I'm surprised you know what an autobahn is. Well, obviously, I know of the great German cultural technological achievements like the autobahn, and I sure hope it comes to America soon just without the fascism. 5th cal holding up here, grabbing the northern point, grabbing the further northern point here. Volkswagen again holding up out there, using the crest. 5th coming forwards, gonna get rushed.
A capture point is under attack.
Routed. The Urban Blitz continues to be a potent anti-American tool, a motorized threat. Gotta keep holding to cal doesn't put in the wrong place, but you know, in the right place it can be quite devastating. Once we're going for the 5th cal, and again just going at it. 5th cal there about to go down. Oh dear, he's got it, he's got it. Urban Blitz about to get knocked out. We got another. There we go, grenade off. Rob Squad's getting absolutely annihilated. Nerbo is tearing through Zappa's men. The other 5th cal was helping out. He might be able to get back the 5th cal, but still, it was brutal. Zappa got devastated. He wasn't able to grab the 5th cal. I think from throwing the smoke grenade down, they probably could have done better here, but still, that was a punishing blow there on Zappa again, quickly pushing him off the field. No further sign of anything there. We do have the tech here. Can authorize soon. They can't pull for anything soon, except maybe some more light machine guns, which, to be fair, wouldn't be bad here. There's Zappa. Another blitz here for Nerbo. Another Urban Blitz. But that does delay the tech, so I'm not super sold at that one yet. Zappa going for a mortar. Grab northern point. In the south, got the 5th coming up here. Ralph calling in the BARs. Authorize it now. I mean, the faster I can authorize it, the better, since again, Orbison will be quite helpful here for Nerbo. But it's quite interesting. He went for mechanized, but hasn't really used it at all. But rather has been using something motorized. This time he's using it just as the battle headquarters. Authorizing there, very good. Good push for the cut combo there by Zappa, and including Ralph scored here. 5th cal needs to be careful. It's actually quite extended. Could get flanked here by Nerbo's troops. A bit dangerous there for Zappa's 50 cal. Smoke grenade would be pretty good to be thrown here. Oh, pops a regular grenade, which could also work, to be fair. Pop goes the weasel, and with that, Nerbo's got himself a 50 cal, giving up to 2 machine guns. Zappa, meanwhile, going for the captain. Not pushing for armor here. Grabbing that one there, grabbing the fuel, grabbing the northern point. Losing his southern fuel, though, to his opponent. Reinforcing healing. No sign of Obersoldaten here for Nerbo. Keine Obersoldaten. Digging the sandbag. Could also grab the victory point right next to them. At least consider it. We got 376 to 382 so far. Time lead here for Zappa and Nerbo. Reinforcing healing. Got the Sturmpioneer. Got the MD-34 there. Again, remains here by the Schwerpanzer quarters. Push here with the 5th cal. Could try and deal with his own 5th cal. We've got a smoke grenade down there that also works here for Nerbo. Counter-attack in the south here. Should be able to get to the fuel point relatively soon. Still no sign of Orbison, actually flooding manpower. That's a bit of a mistake here by Nerbo, particularly considering it's like he's nowhere near close to tanks anyway, so at least an Orbison squad could add some further anti-infantry pressure here to some, particularly some long-range firepower, which I think could easily then supplement the Fultons up close and give him some extra potent stuff there. Good flank here by Zappa, completely dominating Nerbo up in the north here. Thumbs up, the 2-factor Zappa. Good play there, good play. Very good play. Still no Orbison here for no. In fact, he's starting to float a lot of manpower. Definitely more than I'm comfortable at this point if he's like a mistake. Oh, we got grenades for Zappa. He's also getting grenade there as well. Could see a wipe here. BAR drop. But of course, fortunately for Zappa, with the MP40s, he can't grab them. But of course, if he had Orbison, he could grab them. Well, technically, the Sturm Harness can also grab them, but you know, he doesn't have either. Nearby. Jump pioneers and orbs. I definitely feel like this is an increasingly large mistake here by Nerbo. Like, it's not like he has to spam all done, but he's just one orders on squad here. I think could do a lot for Nerbo versus Zappa. And so by not going forward, he's limiting his choices and also just floating man. Okay, we got orbs on squad plus another kidnapper here. Fair enough. Might feel a tiny bit excessive to me there. But, fair enough and not a bad idea. And again, I feel like he definitely could have those orbs much sooner. So even he is going for them. And there's still that area of, timing to be improved. So, some minor critiques there. Nothing earth-shattering now. Still, fuel pond there still being relatively controlled well here by Nerbo. 50 cal versus 50 cal. Folks trying to flank up, getting suppressed. Got more troops going for deeper flank. But things seem probably fairly good flanking by both players. That's very good to see here. Should pop a smoke grenade here. Did not do so. There we go. But now both squads suppressed. Could have done that sooner. South here, Zappa seems to be building up. He certainly seems under pressure here by Nerbo. And perhaps the spectre of the Urban Blitz continues to haunt his memories. Maybe from now on, whenever he sees a truck, you realize he's going to think, my God, Germans, they're going to jump out of it. They're going to jump out of it. Sir, we're in America. No Germans are going to jump out of trucks. These right-wing people. Anyways, big push here, going to flank here. Going to take out the 5th car. We've got Feuersturm and catch up here. Grenade could decently turn around the 5th car to deal with that. Still hunting around the mix up, then getting some kills in there. Up north here, troops getting blasted. Rat's got the closing taken out here. Good counter flank here by Nerbo that hits them. Zappa's always good counter flank. Really good flanking here from both sides. Really like that. Foxport needs to retreat though. Can soon go for counter forward. Zappa still yet to push for armor. That sounds like a bit disconcerting there. Reasons right here, but the Fox is now gaining the ace level. They're really getting up experience fast. There you go. Getting punished for an exposed Shroud Punter's quarters here. Definitely mistake there by Nerbo. Need to get some troops down there fast. Orbs on there. Not even upgraded. In fact, I don't know why I place it there, to be honest. Again, smaller maps like this in terms of distance between the enemy bases really mean stuff like this is really going to get punched. Obviously, again, it's probably his first time playing on the maps, so you can understand it. But even then, really, Overcommand's players, stop making your Shroud Punter quarters huge targets. With this, whatever advantage Nerbo might just have had, kind of went down the toilet. It just means Zappa might just not pink to push ahead with armor if he's smart, which so far, well, sharp, I would say smart and smart, but he's obviously not an idiot. Else he wouldn't have done that. But I definitely feel like Zappa should be taken from, but really, this is a huge step back for Nerbo. There's just so many resources gone. And slows down any choice of armor significantly. Definitely not a great move there by Nerbo. And again, he was so close to be able to call in the Panzer IV. He just, placed a bit further behind the closest basic program in a better spot. It's not like even this, really covered any tactically or strategically vital ground. It's just, I don't know. Definitely a bit disappointing there, but since it's also been a sharp game from him. Really great game, an exciting game with those Urban Blitz tactics. Just, I'm just disappointed, a really badly executed plot twist and otherwise nice series. It's oh come on. Oh god, I wiped the forces in the resistance. Very good, very good.
We're losing a capture point. Lay footings for Panzer HQ here. Our supply line just got cut off.
Going for another Shroud Punter quarters, at least he's not giving up. He could of course also turned for King Tiger. At this point, they're roughly both of them the same, but I respect the second Shroud Punter quarters. Again, preferably would have been had to build another one already. There you go. Okay, Zappa's just pulling for a Calliope. Fair enough as well. That's going to be tough there for Nerbo to deal without any armor that can set affairs. Plus, on a map like this, because again, shorter distances, is much easier to drive up the Calliope and blast away there from safe areas. Which is also a bit of a reason I'm surprised this map might have gotten in the first place. It just seems kind of a bit too eager to just invite artillery spam. I also worry a bit how this map would play with Brits on it. This is again just sort of Brit camp territory. 5th cat being rounded by the 5th cat. Roth coming up there. Even if this is a wide map, it's still there's just short distances, which again makes it easy to like just park up a lot of artillery and just be utterly obnoxious.
Make sure that bar is good. All right, you guys, make ready. Area secure. Set up. Stand by.
But I might be worried about nothing. That said, Nerbo's now lost 2 full-screen discords. That's definitely not nothing. It's authorized. Then there's an armor here for Zappa, for freedom and democracy. Oops, I'm about to get flanked here. Probably should just want to call in some more Orbisard now. Needs definitely more elite infantry. Will, you know, the light machine gun is just tear through Zappa's infantry. I don't think more forces at this point will be particularly effective here from Nerbo. Captain there almost taking up the Orbisard there. Got the Stern Post get defense in defeat. Very good. Fresh incoming the 40, catching the 40 from the Orbisard in there. Clock's going to be shredded by all the BAR fire. Collapsing the 40 for Zappa. Grab the center of the Stern Pioneer. I'm guessing we're seeing a Panzer for Nerbo eventually. Though again, I would recommend another Orbison squad minimum right now. Since, you know, Panzer squad about 2 Orbison done would be quite effective as a sappers. Well, for the most part, force comes in, particularly anti-tanks, all quickly cleared up with the Orbison. 5th machine gun in, bit of a bad spot. The troops been flanking in, they're very good. And send a push forward here. Caught with the machine gun placements here, getting suppressed. Coming up there. Troops routed. Clive firing in, they need to retreat the troops now. Bombarding the ambulance site of the base. Oh dear. Could also theoretically take up the Clive, which is pretty huge here for Nerbo. Pretty huge and pretty awkward for Zappa. Holy smokes. I guess that's another downside of this map, I suppose, but yeah. Oh! Looks like you might get away just by driving around there. Nice save there by Zappa. Nice save, though he did lose the ambulance. To the Kettenwerfer. That's not typically how most American players imagine the ambulances will go. Sorry, we lost ambulance. Oh, those goddamn Krauts raiding your bases with tanks and vehicles, right? Yeah. It's not like they're able to line up an anti-tank gun and shoot the ambulance. No, not at all. It was a Panther charging in there with crack SS Panzer grenades riding on top of it, firing Panzer fats all over the place. Of course. We'll send you an ambulance and give the others a medal. Possibly, of course. Warps on the way there for Nerbo. Plugged in with the captain up close. Can soon go for Panzer Force. Zappa, meanwhile, still hasn't gone for any armor. Seems like he just doesn't care. Seems like he just doesn't care. And Feuersturm catch the rock 48 in a pretty bad state. Step, that's it for again. Sturm has 4, 3, halfway 24. Troops enforcing healing. Easter's got the Kettering force there for Nerbo. While the BR sub are left behind. Captain knows the Sturm Pioneer. 5th coming back. Realizing it's a bit exposed. Formation, go for the Panther, and there we go. Zappa finally takes up. They could easily done that sooner, but clearly didn't quite give much of a rat's arse. Obviously, they've not lost, you know, the Schwerpunkt Propagan punch. They're going to close the barrage off here in the west. Because they could get theoretically wiped out here. Bun grenade off. Sturm has been ignored. Missed something I think there by Nerbo. On the west side, he's just out. He's just bombarding the center. Fair enough. I thought it was like, you know, vital times. It's just like the center firing at it. Perhaps he thought he heard an over blitz. Option versus Rob squad. Heavy cover versus light cover. Oh. Somebody's moved out of there. Perhaps he's worried about a grenade actually. I think that's the likely case there. Can't go for the Panther one here, Nerbo. Of course, he may decide to go for a Panther, I suppose. Westwood's got the 5th coming towards the southern field point again. There we go. Panther from on gear now for Nerbo. For Deutschland. Could grab that BAR he wants to, but so far seems like Nerbo is not interested in it. And now there's Zappa. It's the little BAR that no one liked. Trials called here. Tiny chance of getting wiped here, but Browse no matter what. And before getting slowly flanked. Push back from the north here. Panther almost done here for Nerbo. We got anything up in anything because we're getting actually for in the process. Very good. 5th guy's going to flank that though. Calliope hanging back, still 1 kill. He's not really getting a lot of like mileage out of his Calliope so far. Great for Nerbo, by the way, that Zappa's rocket artillerymanship has so far not proven to be particularly effective.
Ready for action.
Panther 4 Moldier ready for Nerbo.
Listen up, fellas. Gather round.
Gathering the northern fuel panic under the illness of Zappa. Just wanted to check he hadn't lost an arm when I missed it somehow.
The capture point is under attack.
Oh dear, going straight forward there, but there you go, Calaveras. This time though, actually landing some stuff there. Orbison getting demolished. 1 squad wiped. A punishing blow there to Nerbo.
The capture point is being overrun.
Shattering bones, sinew, and wills. Panther rushing forward, need to go for the anti-tank guns though. Yep, they... Oh, whoa, both shots bounced, but he's still starting in front of 2 anti-tank guns like that, with both having high rates of fire. Is definitely not when you caught with a Panther 4 at too close range. Holy smokes, he got lucky there. He got really lucky. That Panther 4 please have gone down. That was a way too risky maneuver. I think that the Panther 4 was used as opposed to 2 anti-tank guns like he'd seen them before, I think. At least he should have. Of course, you could argue he hadn't registered it. Checked it before there, and there we go. Some of the Panther 4 still doesn't get knocked out. That's sad though, some doesn't use others rifle scope. There you go, Panther 4 down, both rifle scopes make it out of there alive.
Medium pants are lost.
Really bad maneuver there by Nerbo and his Panther 4, so when he finally gets out of tanks, he almost throws it away immediately. That's a thumbs down here from me. Sorry Nerbo, but that could have been better.
Stand ready.
Troopers suppressed. He's clearly looking to snap more stuff in the base. This time the Zappa's learned his lesson. He's making sure you can't get the kid in there first. Need to get steel punch up. They're going to get wiped. The kid also needs to get out of there, I think. I think he's trying to set up the machine gun emplacement. He really should just be focusing on grabbing more points in the base here and just, you know, get out another tank fast here versus Zappa. Before Zappa buries him in tanks against Zappa so far. He's not showing a great enthusiasm for going for any, like, you know, tanky, except it's a Calliope, it seems.
We lost an infantry unit.
Got a wipe though, got the major. Not the biggest wipe, but it is a wipe nonetheless. Storm Pioneer is almost east level. Got the open popping to the building. Morbs on the way there for Nerbo. Very good. Morbs on the Rav squad. Calliope barrage off again.
Supply line just got cut off.
Going to back a big infantry push against the opposite garden. Walks on the way there for Nerbo. Get back to Ladnon. Ha! That ended up being more effective than I thought it would have been. Kind of thought it was a bit too obvious and just retreated in time, but he didn't. So he almost actually got wiped there. Death coming up, heavy got 3 and 12 is 239. Storm Pioneer setting up, could borrow salvage this for a bit extra fuel. Canton go for another Panther 4. Northern field being seized again here by Nerbo. And the second is as Panzer Jean Reich, captain for the south.
Armor ready.
Clive with 9 kills. And Veterans who won.
The Americans have cut our supply line.
Orbs on reinforced, they grab the northern point here. Here to deal with the resistance. Almost got the northern fuel. Yeah, but I still left down. I could actually grab it with an Orbs done, in which case we could actually increase the firepower a bit. MG34 moving from the north. Very close to the airfield, backed up an Orbs squad. It's not been fully forced a bit, perhaps too fast there for Nerbo. Reasons almost like with the opposite garden, with the small assisting wipe there. Suddenly what's looking good. He just really should be going for tanks, but so far he's handling it fairly well because again Nerbo first, you know, had his spare pentacles blown to bits because he placed it too obviously, but then proceeded to throw his pentacles. It's not like, you know, Nerbo's really giving Zappa he's like he needs to, you know, get tanks out directly, but I still feel like Zappa could be doing better with, like, you know, rush for tanks here, but again, he is being helped by Nerbo for some reason, you know, messing up the tank side of things. Like again, he's apparently great with normal blitz and some assault infantry, but when it comes to tanks, Nerbo's apparently not quite a smooth an operator. Catching the left squad here. We need to be careful there.
The fighting has lowered the enemy down to 200 points.
The Baldeladno. Need to shoot the Zorbazaden. Sharing the final wave of Zappa at the almost 30-minute mark. He decides he needs one. desolate than ever, I suppose. Though again, it is very much hurt by Nerbo's underwhelming armor performance. Like, if he handled his tanks as well as he handled that first double blitz, I suspect this match would have been won by now.
Sherman ready to go. Nuts. We got orders coming.
Oh, he finally got back to the BAR. Being attacked with the two rival squads. Another Panzer IV model gear there for Nerbo. We got 312 versus 169. Sherman's getting ready here for Zappa. 50 cal coming in there. Halfway to the east on that 50 cal. That's going to get bad news there for Zappa's infantry. See when it's backed up with Oberslam with 3 bow in 19 kills. Troops sitting out there from Nerbo space, another collided barrage. Pretty much know what you called in, and Nerbo also knows that he retreats. We also finally got the Sherman out here for Zappa. Panzer IV is almost ready for Nerbo. Captain Cordy with the English Feuersturm could move a bit further ahead. Could also lead on some mines, perhaps. Temple's almost every according shot to the Fulton being shot to bits since there's so much infantry about to focus them down as well. Panzer IV to arrive there for Nerbo. We again will see if it has a longer lifespan on the battlefield than the first one.
Orders.
50 cal there. Main mounted Pulse Blaze following up for that. In the centre, we've got the Oberstladen seizing the point. In the south, Sherman versus the Sturmpionier. Hammering away there with 50 cal fire soon to be. Not quite there yet. Panther on the move there for Nerbo. Got 50 cal there versus the Oberstladen. The gun is quickly getting gunned down by the Oberstladen. Before getting fire shot there. Another one down. Another one down. And down entirely.
Go crew just got wiped out.
Thank God, these Americans.
Infantry, a capture point is being overrun.
If they were any dumb, I would send them a bridge. Time for me up getting the Sherman. Time to shot the 5th count. Not a bad idea there. Denied to Zappa. Zappa, I think, wants to get it some more armor here versus Nerbo. Got a grenade in the Oberstladen. Nice throw there by Zappa. Except, of course, the building is so big, it's actually tough to catch, which is actually important to keep armor to use grenades against stuff like this. It actually depends on where the unit is you need to go through with the grenade is. For example, like, you know, depending where it is, like, for example, if they're here, he's just chucked it there, they're not going to take any damage. It's actually an important thing about a building. On most buildings, it won't matter because they're typically, you know, fairly smallish, but like large building like this, it really matters where you're bloody well chucking that grenade. UK decides to go for rocket barrage. The time for tactical niceties is over. It's time to bring in the sledgehammer. There we go, wiping out the Oberstladen squad there. Nerbo definitely did not expect that one, though probably kind of should have. That machine gun drop, that's definitely a bit more rubbish there. Both getting hammered here by the 2 advancing rival squads there. Zappa still not calling them armor here versus Nerbo. Anti-tanks moving forward, step back up on the infantry glide. It looks like Zappa's finally had enough. He's going on the offense. Proper. So here's the anti-tank. Panther Form's been taken out there. Calliope move. Not forward, sector hanging back there. Sherman is also looking bouncing to take out the 5th cup. Panther Form's knocked out here from Nerbo. Pretty badly losing here, obviously. Yes, that would mean Zappa has the arm advantage then. Zappa really, though, should be calling in more tanks. I'm surprised he's still just relying on 1 tank at this stage, but again, Zappa just doesn't seem like apparently a big tank man. Machine being hammered there in the south. We got the MD-35 versus the rifle squad. Coming up with Sherman. Rifle squad was the MD-34. McKenna being shot to bits.
We've dropped to 100 points.
Fox Robson put out the anti-tank gun. Killed one chap there. clarifying the focus of the overtime. We've got the route opening up there as well. Grenade off as well in the advancing troops. Mostly dodging the rockets there, jamming forwards. Zappa still come on there. Got the focus going to go up to be almost swiped out there. Orbison looking very like to get back, which points at Nerbo's going to be fairly short in infantry versus Zappa. No, doesn't get the wipe though. Okay, Nerbo could be in trouble. Tip top running covering fire here. Zappa could fire some smoke from the echelons, maybe? No. No smoke there. We got 299 versus 75. Fifth car being cleared out head on. Troops are reinforcing, repairing, all that stuff. The machine gun cleared out head on. That was a fairly brute application of force there by Zappa. Clearly worked out this time around. Package reinforcing healing. Nerbo can soon go for another Panther. Goes for more Orbsladen. Not bad either. Zappa really should be calling in more tanks. Tanking northwards. Grab the centre. Cowardly with 14 kills. Still not getting off a lot of great barrages with that one. Another 50 cal there for him. Still no additional tanks from Zappa. Grabbing the northern victory point. Here's in the front of the overtime. The Panther moving in. Sherman almost fixed up there for Zappa once more. Second 50 cal done. 2 moments. Strangely anti-tank gun there. Definitely a bit risky there by Nerbo, at least not with that more speed behind it. Sherman moving up in support. They actually unfortunately kept getting Orbs on the flank there. Storm Pioneer around it. The Ken gets off the shirt. Then we got Clyde firing off the Orbs on. There's Ken nearby as well. The center could be devastated. Yup, that's what the Orbs on. Nothing coming in. There we go. Utterly annihilated. Panther force got 20 seconds nearby. Good control there. Whoa! That was a fairly good shot there. And seeing got cleared out as well there. Quite painfully for Zappa, though Nerbo is still bleeding out quite aggressively in the face of Zappa's determined troops. Both sides taking a bit of a beating here, but Nerbo does seem in some ways coming out slightly worse despite everything. Shambling forwards here. Shot bounced. Tank lining up. Shot bounces off the Panther 4. Second shot bounces off the Panther 4 as well at that range. Reason to try and grab the other end. Tank can move forwards. Still additional son of armor here from Zappa. Calliope's very close to 52. We got 295 to 54. Suddenly for something under 52 point very fast. The ultimate like trying to push southward. And he really should be going for more tanks. Like, this is definitely not great for Zappa. And saying there's definitely good work here for Zappa. He needs to compensate. In fact, Nerbo seems to have there was pathing on the Panther getting out of there. Got to lose it here. And down it goes. That's a big win for Zappa. Since now Nerbo's down no tanks again. Needs to go for replacement there. Goes for the Flamhead. So that's got to be a mistake there for Nerbo. That's got to be a mistake. Yep. That was a mistake. He cancelled it. And you could fall there, getting flanked. Catch a low score tech. That's lucky there for Nerbo, since his ankle was actually closer with the inefficient angle. Calabi firing off again. Machine gun getting hammered. False retreat here from Nerbo. Troops sitting out there for Nerbo and Deutschland. All the big one being threatened here with the Obersaldarden.
We're losing a capture point.
Zappa still not really going for additional armor there. Fixing up the Sherman. Got the Obersaldarden's route got a grenade off there. Dodged. Quick grenade off. Troop reinforcing healing. Not entirely sure what Nerbo's planning might be a Panther.
A capture point is under
Just
attack.
bouncing on the centre. Calliope is still chilling forwards. Double shots there. Punching great big holes in the Sherman's frontal armour. Got the Pointy. We grabbed him all the fuel pun he wanted to, though it doesn't really matter because he's not using any like fuel. Like he's not calling in more tanks still, which is a bit baffling. Got 268 here versus 51. Calliope's almost ready to fire again. He's really getting aggressive again, but need to be careful again. One mistake could cost him all the unit. The kid gives us one good Calliope barrage. Panther on the way to the Nerbo. Contact launch here. Got two probably kidnaps. Another kidnaps to start of Ralph. What was the Sturm Pioneer? Seems the more supportive. They're going to get wiped. I think for the Sturm Pioneer. In the center, we've got a full route here. No attempt at grenade on the retreat path. Oh, we good there, but man. Almost there. Still got some kills. We could have got maybe some wipes. Ralph got against, I think, wiping the south here by Nerbo. Sturm Pioneer gets very lucky. He doesn't. Drops a BAR. And we got a Cloud barrage off into the base, causing heavy casualties, wiping out numerous of Nerbo's units, I think. Orbital Blitz knocked out. He's down to just two like Kevin's the opposite side, and the Sturm Pioneer squad. Everything else is dead. That is a brutal blow there to Nerbo. I mean, that's gotta be GG. I don't really see Nerbo bouncing back from this. Like, he's lost too much of the map. He's just been bleeding too consistently here in the face of Zappa. Meanwhile, Zappa's not been taking any losses. He's got, well, maybe not major, he's calling in Rangers now. So yeah, this seems fairly bad for Nerbo. Fairly bad. This is not something I think a Panther can rectify for Nerbo. We got 205 versus 51.
Big push coming. Krauts are taking one of our points.
Sturm Pioneers need a bit of healing there. Talking about the Rangers. Back up with the Panther, I suppose, also helping out there, obviously. 190 versus 51. I'm not sure what Nerbo's planning. Jackson weather for Zappa, finally calling in some more armor. Panther raising the base here. Hoping to maybe catch Zappa off guard. In theory, not a bad idea, but the anti-tank still effect. They got the ambulance, they got another ambulance, but there's still the anti-tank to take care of. Some other bits here. Still, I like the idea, but I feel like there's something you know. I mean, better, like, hadn't lost as much as he did. Already done. Get the Sherman. That set has got damage engine now, so I'm just opponent's base. There's still the anti-tank here, which is almost ace level. Kenneth arriving here. Sherman knocked out. He's going to lose the Panther, at which point Nerbo's chance of winning this are definitely sealed. Body barrage pretty much seals that one as well. With that, HGG, game over. Nerbo is out, though. He definitely went out with a bang there. GG, game over. Nice fight here. Overall, I feel like Nerbo was closer at times, but again, the positioning here, plus the way threw away the first Panther, I think cost Nerbo the match. So I think he still made some spirited attempts in the end. He just wasn't enough to come back from. Still, great match with some great gameplay, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thanks for watching. Up till tomorrow again for our next episode. Bye.